Good
What up, dog?
morning. What are you working on?
I'm cutting labels.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Try not to cut myself.
Yeah,
This thing's
don't do
very
that.
sharp.
I know it's been a
Very,
long
very
morning, but
sharp.
it's not that bad.
It's been a busy morning. Been
Welcome
one
to
of
the Diners Daily Special. I always say it with an Irish accent for some reason.
the special here. We got the Irish special.
I have no idea. For some reason, it always comes out slightly Irish, but
Yeah, that's okay.
yeah. Would you want to hit our sponsors before we go into any
hit the
fun?
sponsors. Thank you to our gold sponsors. I'm gonna cut that so I don't cut myself. Wabash Valley Plumbing, Wabash Valley Dalton Team Challenge, Peak Performance Gym, Pappy's BBQ, ML Productions, and Stitch Brands. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh,
yeah. We have some news.
We do. We had a very, very fun podcast yesterday.
We did. That we did. It was BA.
Would you like to? We got to interview the Kelly and Tim Drake from the Mill. That episode will come out, on Monday?
Monday.
And Monday. We put out Chris Godfrey from the Emporium. That was also wonderful. Very, very good episode. Apologies for the audio issues. I'm not sure what is going on. So we have bought some things at Best Buy, and we're going to do some troubleshooting this morning and see if we can figure out what in the hell is going on.
Yeah. If, going forward, if we have audio issues, please reach out and tell us. So, because I think it's been for a couple episodes and we didn't even know. Because it's weird. Like my phone, it all sounds fine.
I know that's what, because the last couple that people have reached out, I went and checked, and on my end on Spotify through my phone, it comes through fine. So I have no idea what's going on, but there's some faintness and it's kind of wonky, and we're off. I don't know. It just sounds like we're slightly off. So we're going to do some troubleshooting.
We're off mic when we're right here. We're talking right here.
Well, luckily for us, we have bought lots of equipment and we are willing to buy more. So we will see what happens, and hopefully we can get the problem solved today before our next one, which is today.
I think today we get a new toy in the mail, don't we?
We do. I'm hoping it'll be here soon this morning so that way I can bring it over when I come, and then we should be able to start doing some crystal clear gaming also.
Hopefully.
I have our new baby laying next to me.
Nice. I have a lint roller I can't figure out how to tear off.
I really have been coddling it like a baby lately. It's awesome.
Thank God.
I love this thing.
Don't forget the backpack. That's why we bought it.
I've had so much. It's sitting right here. I just took it out of the backpack because I was going to do some, before I knew I was going to your house, as soon as we finished this, I was going to sit and kind of play around a little more and try to get, it's very, very past my level of expertise. So there is a strong learning curve here.
We'll be hitting up the old Battleground podcast, but how does this work?
Yeah, I know. I don't understand how it I think we kind of were onto something a little bit ago though. So I think we're starting to iron out the details, but I think this will be our last time on Restream.
It might be, hopefully. I'm tired of paying for it. They keep raising their rates and jerks.
I know. Well, I think we should be able to cancel them today. Once I get everything loaded on the new one, we should be ready to rock through our new app.
You hear that, Restream? I found it. Thank God.
It's going to cancel us today. It's going to kick us off here now because we're talking shit about them.
Dude, I'm just excited. I finally figured out how to get that off.
I'm so proud of you. It's invigorating.
It's been a long journey because I'm like, I get up.
Oh, it's so fun watching you complete your random tasks.
I know. Well, I'm getting ready. Kyle Neese, I don't know if you were tuned in, but I'm getting ready to work on your Diners Pod t-shirts. So
it makes for great content watching you multitask and do your dishes and make things, and it's super fun.
I have to poop, so you may be joining me in that too.
That's what happens post-pod every single time.
That is true.
As we've learned. I got to watch you poop the last 3 times we've done a show?
Probably.
Afterwards. It's like your morning routine every day. I get to watch you shit.
Well, I'm trying to stay regular.
That's good. That's a very good idea.
Yeah.
So, we got to hang out with Uncle Ed last night, and he gave us a really good idea that we need to start a diner playlist.
Yes. Diner playlist.
Yeah. So we were gonna kind of bring some songs to the table. Definitely comment your favorite. We're looking more like upbeat, right?
Yeah.
Like
I
we're
don't want
looking
no doom and gloom.
yeah. So your favorite like upbeat motivational type songs. Comment your list. We're gonna start building a diner playlist. That way we can kind of keep adding to it every Friday or however we decide to do it. But what are we gonna call it?
The diner playlist.
That's very original. That's
The
super fun.
jukebox.
What
The
about
diner
like
jukebox.
diner jukebox, diner jams,
Yeah.
something along? Yeah, we'll figure out a poop pod live. Yep, that's pretty much what this turns into afterwards. Sorry, I was reading the comments.
Yeah.
But yeah, we want to create a diner playlist. So drop any whatever motivational, uplifting, fun, happy songs in the comments, and we're going to start building a diner playlist.
Yeah. Okay. Check this out, dude.
I'm going to smack you.
What?
You and your multitasking.
Here, I was going to take a 20-second break. Hold on. Check this out.
Oh man, we get to watch. Oh, we get to watch a diner shirt made live on air.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Maybe, unless you. What are you doing?
I'm trying to set the tripod up right. Oh well. So.
I thought it was like magnetized.
Well, it's on the tripod.
Don't screw it up.
I got extra.
Yeah, that's good. Isn't the extra one mine?
No, I have 2 extra larges and 1 large.
Oh, I was gonna say, not cool, man.
It's coming.
So what's this? So then you just sit there and let it fucking do its thing?
Yeah. Do that. And
Okay.
pull her out.
Don't burn yourself.
Then you got to rip. You let it breathe. You got to rip with confidence.
Okay. Oh man,
Boom.
that was. So it's like when you're pulling out what the fuck, tablecloth from underneath the dishes.
Yeah, you pull a tablecloth.
You just rip the shit out of it really hard and hope for the
best. Yeah. So you
go
got
round
to watch
2?
this live. Huh?
Now you go round 2.
You got to do a double tap. Yeah, like Zombieland.
Okay.
So here we go. 1. It doesn't pop open right now. It usually pops open, but there you go.
Be way cooler.
And now
that is how the diner shirts are made. Don't
get
burn
yours
yourself.
at shop.thedinerpod.com.
Except for you can't buy the green ones anymore because they're not on there.
Yeah, the green ones are not on there.
So don't buy the green ones. We do have some cool ones coming out. I know we've said that like 1,000 times, but we're
building interest. We're building the interest.
We're just getting it up and running, getting people wanting it.
So then we get on Canva.
Even though they have no idea what it is.
Yeah, they don't. That's what the fun part is. Okay, and I'm back. So, dude, did you hear about Goldberg and his
calling Asuka some Japanese lady?
Asuka.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro.
What a dickhead move.
Yeah, he's trying to be a douche because he's like, I think he's still trying to stay relevant. And it's like, dude, he was lucky he came through when he did because he really kind of sucked as a wrestler.
Yeah.
And
he just got kind of handed the street persona and he came out and squashed everybody in 2 seconds. Yeah, I mean, it's a good way to build somebody, I suppose, because you protect them every step of the way because they don't really have to do a whole lot of wrestling. But yeah, I thought that was kind of crazy. I saw he was trending, and when I went and looked, I was like, oh shit! Like, I don't think you should call Asuka some Japanese lady. It's probably slightly disrespectful.
Tad.
Yeah,
tad bit. But it's just like, dude, because he's not like everybody's using the spear. Well, yeah, it's a cool move. And be thankful it's still a finisher because you know what? The DDT used to be a finisher. Now it's just transition.
Yeah. So did the leg drop.
That is true.
Like,
did you hear Hogan say he wish he never did that?
Really? Why?
Because he goes, I was smacking his back for 50 years. And that's why he has back problems.
Oh, yeah. Because I guess he was just laying around on his ass. So that probably did screw up his spine. I feel like Stone Cold's is the same way. The stunner, that can't feel good. It definitely doesn't feel good to take it. I can confirm that. Have we talked about that I damn near knocked myself unconscious when we were attempting to...
No, we need to talk about that.
So when we were doing the 316 day video, we tried couple practice stunners because I wanted to practice like taking it and selling it. So the first 2 times I really like gave it my all and jumped after I was stunned, and I rung my bell twice on the ground, and like I'm pretty sure I had a concussion. I was like wobbly the rest of the day. Everything was like I felt like I've had vertigo, and I'm like, oh shit, I think I gave myself a concussion. So I did not jump on the actual one that was videoed. However, all of the beer catching was done in one take. There was no practice done with
no
that,
practice.
even in the slightest.
And all the beer drinking was done in one take.
Yep, that was all done in one. We only had 6 beers, so it had to go right the first time.
That is true. That is true.
Hindsight, we didn't really think that through.
Why not?
We were really banking on us going one take and not screwing anything up.
Yeah, that's kind of how we do everything.
Yep, and it worked.
Hope this goes well. And somehow it works,
right
but it's just like, we could really fuck that up.
Yeah,
we don't.
We got.
We just keep pushing.
Yep.
We just keep pushing. Yeah, Robert Vogel's got the beer hand. Yeah, beer.
Yep. And then you smashed it over my face and it went up my nose.
Yeah, I should have poured it on you.
I thought you were going to. I heard you open them over top of me, and then it splashed on my sunglasses and went up my nose, and I'm like, oh shit! And then luckily that was about it. I mean, I was drenched. And when we walked out to your wife, she was like, "Why are you guys wet?" It's like, well, hold on, we'll show you.
Yeah, she thought it was all. She didn't think it was real bad until I was wearing my son's shoes.
Yeah, why did you wear your son's shoes? By the way, like that was such a poor choice.
Because they were black.
Okay, yeah, you had to go into the character.
I had to get in character, man. I walked like him when I put the jorts on.
You did. You walked in and out of the liquor store like a crazy person.
Yeah.
You did. You like stormed in and stormed out. And everybody that was in the liquor store was like, what in the hell is he doing? We're like, I have no idea.
Yeah. Yeah, that was.
I
said, you got to get in character so they can talk like him. I'm like, well, I'll be stone cold, dude. Yeah. What? Yeah,
we did. I liked that video. That was fun. Minus the me giving myself a concussion prior to actually taking the stunner. But
yeah,
I made
one thing we didn't talk about.
What?
Me not really realizing I was not on mute in the Chamber of Commerce meeting.
Yeah. Yep. You definitely. Yeah. We had a couple of Chamber of Commerce meetings. We've just not been able to attend yet, and we're in the middle of a seemingly very serious conversation. And my cohort over here just yells, "Poosh!" at the top of his lungs.
I thought I was muted.
Person looks over. I'm not sure that we are quite the clientele for the Chamber of Commerce.
I don't know. Then the next time, I didn't, like I said, didn't know I was. They should have muted me from go. Yeah, they didn't, and I just go, "What?" I'm on the road. I'm not even paying attention. Yeah, you got that on film. I wasn't paying attention to the meeting. I was driving, and I just go, "What?" And I go, "Oh shit, am I live?"
I paid attention. I'm not sure that I can tell you what really happened. There was a lot of ayes and yays and lot. Yeah, it was well over our heads. I understood most of it, but there was
I think somebody fell asleep.
Yeah, I did fall asleep at the end. I for sure dozed off. It was like being in history class. We're gonna get kicked out of the Chamber of Commerce after our first inaugural meeting.
It's okay.
I did doze off because you called and woke me up at the end of it, and you were like, "Did you understand that?" I'm like, "No, I was sleeping."
Yeah, that's like adult stuff, man. I'm like, I'm a child. I'm a 35-year-old child. But
it's a great ambiance for a nap.
Yeah, but I didn't realize going forward, just mute all the people on Zoom.
Yeah, for sure. Go on.
In my defense, that was my first time ever being on a Zoom call. I've never used Zoom in my life. So I was like, okay, I think I'm muted. You should come in muted. You shouldn't come in hot.
Yes. Well, you should also look and make sure you are muted. That is like.
Let me put it to you this way, bud. I didn't have a tech guy with me, so I was on my own.
This is what happens whenever I am not there to run the technology.
Yeah.
Bad thing. Not that I fix it, 'cause I feel like half the time lately it's all been fucked up and I'm the one running it. So we gotta iron out the details here, but
it ain't me.
That was like rule number 1, like when I worked in the corporate world, because obviously if you're sitting there talking shit or whatever it is, like you look down, it's like, we're not on mute. That's not good. And like we listen to it happen to so many people where they start talking about shit you're not supposed to talk about, or they're talking shit about somebody or whatever, and they forget to mute it. And it's just live broadcast through everybody, and they're talking shit. It's amazing.
Yeah. It's just like, well, sorry. So,
then you'd have the ones that would unmute it on purpose just to be assholes.
That was not my intent. Too. Like, I was just sure. Driving. And I sit there, when I'm sitting there in silence, I go insane. I guess it wasn't pure silence. There's people talking in the background.
Yeah.
And the way I had my thing, if I had my camera on, this is what you would have seen.
What a great, that was a perfect act out. That was probably exactly how you looked.
That is exactly how it worked, because I took my tripod, I stuck it in the center console, and it fell over. I'm like, that'll work. And I just...
Yeah. We got through it. We made it to a meeting. I made it through like 3/4 of it. I definitely made it through the full hour, because it was after 9:15 whenever I fell asleep. So I definitely made it through the full hour. I just dozed off there at the end.
You're not a finisher. You're not a closer.
Nope, I did not close it out, because you for sure will. It like, my phone startled me because it like vibrated right next to me, because I had it just kind of sit up and I was watching it, because I'm like, okay, I've got to go like lay down. I'm so tired. And I laid back down, and then like I said, I was out. I was sleeping very good when you called.
Heck yeah. Yeah.
The only one of the other things I had, Oakland upsetted Kentucky last night. Upsetted, is that a word?
Upsetted? What are you, 12?
Upsets. Yeah, I can't read, talk, write. We've learned all these things. I can run technology, and that is about as far as in. I can talk, apparently. But other than that, I struggle with general, like, being able to function as an adult.
Yeah. You know what? It happens to the best of us.
It's all right. Was that the only upset yesterday?
No, there was another one. It was like a 6 beating 11 or something like that. Okay. Or 11 beat a 6.
It was just the biggest one.
Yeah, NC State beat, I think it was Texas Tech. I haven't even looked at a bracket. That's what my dad told me.
I meant to do one, and I just totally forgot.
Yeah, I was I can't watch it live, so there's no point in me having a bracket.
Yeah. I tried to watch some of it, and then my internet was not being cooperative last night. And then the couple channels that I tried to watch, then it went into like a documentary, and I was like, well, that's no longer a basketball game. So then I ended up sitting talking to Ed for like multiple hours before we came over to your house. So
yeah.
But we were very busy yesterday. We also didn't get to like sit down for more than a half hour there for a little bit.
Yeah, we were all over the place.
Like we ran around in circles most of the day yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was fun though. We did a lot of fun things.
It was a blast. Best Buy was cool because
yeah. You went on a spending spree. It was
awesome. A much needed spending spree. It wasn't like, oh, we're gonna go buy this shit because it's cool. Yeah. No, we need to buy this shit because we need it.
Yeah, and I already learned, like, obviously just in the little bit I got to play with it yesterday. Like, I was messing with Jay's stand-up video, and I was editing and kind of playing around with it. And obviously with StreamYard now, that's going to make a vast difference with being able to do this and the ease of it, I think. I just have to learn how to then take that and turn it into our podcast audio. So you might see a whole bunch of changes coming very, very soon. Because we are learning technology.
We are learning how to progress. Is that the word?
Yeah, we're getting there.
We're getting there.
So, did you have any more fun topics?
I know Stanford was in the news because they allegedly got screwed by Kansas. They went for a block or something, and they called it a foul. Gave Kansas some momentum to push forward. And then Uncle Lump is doing Japanese movie talk. Oh, you're dubbed.
Oh,
what's going on?
That means I'm getting choppy. Well, I told you I'm talking shit about Restream. They're going to cut my mic for a second.
But no, I gone down a TikTok rabbit hole of Nickelodeon. So
that's a fun one.
I'm becoming you.
It's very, very dark and depressing.
Now there's a rumor going around Dan Schneider's Jamie Lynn Spears' baby daddy. And it's like, whoa.
I mean, I don't know how the dude got in prison. It makes no sense to me. Like, he apologized and said, my bad. Like, I know I hurt some people. Yeah, no fucking shit, dude. Like, you should be in prison.
Yeah.
That's not okay.
You should be. Like, that's where he's probably on like the Bahamas or something, just chilling on a beach. Like, my bad, dog. No.
And then they wonder why people believe that like there really is this crazy pedophile ring in Hollywood and politics or whatever the hell's going on. Like, no shit. When things like this come out and they're just like, yeah, sorry about that. Our bad. Like, what do you mean my bad? Like that's not an okay answer to this problem. Like this guy needs to be put away for the rest of his life.
I didn't hardly recognize him because he used to be a big, large man. Now he's like lost weight, and I'm like, is that the same guy?
Good, then you can run.
He's trying to look like Kellen Winslow after he hit that lady. He changed his entire look. He's like, that wasn't me.
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
Yeah, I had to get off for a little bit. I looked a little bit this morning. Shut up. You know what I mean. I had to get off Twitter for a little bit. So I went home last night. I played around the computer, watched some South Park, and then passed out. And I got on a little bit this morning and found a couple things, and I was like, all right, good enough. Yeah. This will work.
For those that don't know, Purdue plays tonight in the game. I got asked, like, you gonna watch that? I'm like, I don't have live TV. Well, why don't you watch it? I don't have live TV. Like, you can watch it tomorrow.
I need to just put mine on yours. You can probably just utilize.
I don't really watch live TV. I didn't watch live TV too much when I had live TV. So.
Yeah, fair. Well, then I guess it wouldn't.
I'm watching documentaries now. And Monk.
Yeah, that's okay. Those are fun too. Yeah. You learn things.
I watched Monk too. That's my favorite. That's my new binge watching show.
I've never watched.
You should watch it. It's pretty funny.
What's it about?
It's about a former homicide detective. His wife got killed in a car bombing, so he got some like PTSD and stuff like that. But he's very OCD, like, and he's germaphobe. I mean, to the max, like, and he just solves crimes. Like, he's just got this. He's crazy smart, but like the first episode, he had to jump down to a sewer and he freaked, like, he's just freaking out. Yeah.
Oh shit.
So just.
Yeah, that's like his hell.
The episode I watched last night, he was supposed to play the clarinet with Willie Nelson, and he's like, I can't do this. It says somebody's germs on it. He goes, no, this is a brand new one. And right as they're on the radio, and as they're getting ready to start, the guy goes, here, you need to hold the clarinet like right here, and put his mouth on it. And he freaked out. And so when his clarinet,
hey, can you act that out like one more time?
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not William H. Macy and that Ricky Stanicky.
You were becoming a world class.
I'm there. I make sure to do it off camera so you can't see.
You just did it so perfectly. I had to see if you would act it out one more time.
Bite me. No.
Oh, so we get to go do a cool thing on Saturday again.
Yeah, let's do
it. Announce that. So I believe we are booked for a wrestling event. Is it in
West Terre Haute at the West Vigo Community Center? And it is Hyper Championship Wrestling. They're having a breakout tournament to crown a winner. And then the main, I don't know if it's the main event, a big match after that is Dale Patrick, who's the HCW champion, taking on Sami Callihan. And for those of you who don't know, Sami Callihan, former WWE alumnus. He came through NXT. He's been in TNA. He was, well, back when it was Impact. And he's a former Impact World Champion. I mean, he's toured the globe. And it's going to be a hard-hitting match.
Oh, hell yeah. This is going to be fun. I'm excited to go over there. So shout out also, because we're going to look all fancy.
Shout out to Rick, RJ Jeffries, of RJ's Formal Wear.
For letting us walk in, I mean, literally unannounced, very last minute, and actually taking our order because, I did not expect him to actually be able to get us stuff before Saturday.
We got suits. We got class.
We're going to look all fancy.
Bitches. Oh.
We need to do some sort of prom style picture before we go though, because I feel like we could really reenact an old school prom picture. Okay. Yes, please.
You got it.
Why do I gotta be the girl?
We took a poll one time, and they said if we were ever that, you have kind eyes. Don't forget that when we go places together, they'd always give me the bill. So.
You're right. That did happen. Like that happened. We were watching a comedy show, weren't we?
Yeah, we were at Mulligan's or whatever, and
yes, back when it was Mulligan's, they had a comedy show, and we went and watched some. I don't even remember who the hell. I think it was like Greg Warren or something, and they brought Evan the bill, thinking we were on a date. So, did you end up paying for me? I feel like you.
No, you didn't put out, so I ain't paying for you.
That's all it took.
Yeah. You got a Matt Rife this thing, man.
No, thank you.
That's what I make you.
I'll just pay for my own food.
Yeah.
It's okay.
So I told Uncle Jay, man, I go, you ready to be Matt Rife? You want to get famous? I mean,
I'm so sad. I thought we were going to get Uncle Jay live today, but
yeah,
he's probably still
he
sleeping.
might be. He's supposed to be at Peak Performance
Or he's
Gym.
hitting
No
the gym.
peak, no results.
I was going to say, or he's hitting this morning and
getting his gains. I haven't been to the gym all week, but it's okay.
I was still, I got there most days this week. I didn't miss a day. I don't know if I'll get there today because we're going to be running around again, but I've at least went up and did something every day.
Yeah, I drove by.
Yeah.
A few times. So.
I think 1 or 2 days it was just walking in the sauna because I didn't have any time. So it was just hurry up and, oh no, I pulled the muscle in my back. That's why. That's why I didn't go up the last 2 days.
Yeah, how did you pull your muscle in that back?
Getting my kid clothes because I'm old as shit. So I got up and kind of got through the routine, got him in the shower, and I walked in to go get my kid clothes, and I leaned down, and when I leaned down, something popped, and I couldn't breathe. Basically, I went down. I was laying in my son's bed, just laying there because I couldn't move, I couldn't breathe, and then I hobbled through my house, and my wife was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Hey." So I hobbled my ass in and I laid on the couch and I couldn't stand up straight. I couldn't breathe. I ended up, we went because they had their, that all pro dad's breakfast thing that morning. So then I had to go sit and eat breakfast with them. And those are not comfortable even when my back's not writhing in pain. So I had to hobble in and I'm leaning up against the wall. I can't move left or right. It still hurts. If I move any way hard at all, it still hurts. But yeah, I pulled a freaking muscle in my back just trying to get clothes for my children.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
You're getting old, bud.
I know, it's bullshit.
You ain't as good as you once was.
So then I forgot. I was going to say, I knew I went up there and walked the last 2 days and then we got in the sauna, but I couldn't. I was like, oh yeah, I pulled a muscle in my back. That's why.
No squatting.
Stupid. No, just getting clothes. I didn't even bend fully down. I was just slightly leaned over and I felt it pop and it completely took my breath away. Yep. Something like that. And then I just rolled around on the bed and got up and couldn't breathe. Shit, I laid on a heating pad for multiple hours and it finally started to loosen up and I can move around today. So we're getting there, but I am old and it sucks.
Yeah. Thought I was going to have to go to the restroom real quick.
Oh, well, we can wrap this up. We got
I pushed your back in.
No, that's with what? What'd you push it back in with?
My cheeks.
Oh.
These
cheeks.
Do you
want to wrap this up and go shit and I'll head over so we can knock out all your errands before our podcast?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Well, thank you for joining us. Don't forget, put your music recommendations for our playlist in the comments, and we're going to start building a playlist.
My Humps, Black Eyed Peas. I'm going to start it out.
There you go. First song on the playlist.
Number 1, baby.
No. Goodbye.
Bye.